Hello, I'm Edward Salt. Welcome to Thursday South Today. Coming up in tonight's programme, how easy is it to come off antidepressants? We hear one man's personal story as researchers in the South investigate the withdrawal effects. Preparing to set sail, the first cruise ship in Britain carrying passengers leaves Southampton.
So excited. First cruise ship out of the UK, can't wait.
2:05:25.
Clickety-click, now it's the turn for bingo to bounce back as restrictions ease. And 20 years on since Saints' last game at the Dell, we go down memory lane with fans and players. One of the impacts of the COVID pandemic has been a widespread increase of people suffering with anxiety and depression. Figures from the first 3 months of this year showed 1 in 5 adults had symptoms. Now that's more than double pre-pandemic levels. It's led to a rise in the use of antidepressants, but a recent study has highlighted that while much is known about the increasing use of the drugs, there's little evidence on safe and effective approaches to stop taking them. Now, it's something that researchers in Southampton are looking into. Curtis Lancaster is a producer at BBC Radio Solent. He takes antidepressants and wanted to share his story as he tries to reduce his dose.
I feel really out of it and a bit like I can't really concentrate on anything, and now I'm getting really bad headaches, I'm really tired, I'm feeling sick.
What we've just seen is Saturday star Frankie Bridge explaining what it was like for her to withdraw from antidepressant medication. The post she put online has resonated with lots and lots of people, including myself, as I too take antidepressants and have tried and struggled to come off the drug and really suffered with withdrawal symptoms. Things like headaches, nausea, dizziness and brain zaps. So I went to a Facebook group, and it seems those symptoms are common when you go cold turkey.
You should never stop antidepressants suddenly because that's probably likely to make withdrawal much more severe if it happens.
Tony Kendrick is a GP and a professor in primary care at the University of Southampton. He's running a study called the REDUCE programme, which looks at the safest way to withdraw from antidepressants. Results from the study are likely to come in 2023. So what can people like me, who might be living with antidepressants, do in the meantime?
Okay, well, if you've been on antidepressants for more than 9 months for a first episode, certainly more than 12 months for a first ever episode of depression or anxiety, you should think about stopping at some point. Reduce the dose quite quickly initially, maybe halve it and then halve it again. But once you get down to a quarter of the dose, do it really quite slowly, because it's often the last and the lowest doses which are hardest to stop.
According to Public Health England, 4.5 million people take antidepressants in the UK, and many of them are taking them for longer than is necessary. Mindfulness has been suggested as a way to deal with depression, but what is it?
I would say it's almost like a muscle. It's a habit that we try to develop more strongly, and we use it to try and keep our attention on something that is helpful. As soon as we start going, okay, I need to stop and relax, we've taken control of our mind, rather than the thoughts seeming to have control.
As for the drugs, Tony is concerned about the way we perceive them.
Antidepressants certainly can help people, and when they start them, there's often a good reason to start them. But you should understand, if you're starting an antidepressant, that they shouldn't really be considered something for life.
After my experience of sudden withdrawal, I went back on the antidepressants. Having spoken to Tony, I'll be giving them up again, but very, very slowly. Curtis Lancaster, BBC South Today.
And thank you to Curtis for sharing his story, and you can find more details about the issues raised in tonight's report on the BBC's Action Line page.